My name is Zhang Shizhen, and I'm currently completing my Bachelor of International Business at Curtin University. In this video, I will be reflecting on my university journal with a particular focus on my experience in enhancing your business mind. I will talk about what I've learned about myself, how my employability has developed over time, and how all of this has influenced the way I now think about my future career. Rather than listing what I did at university, this reflection is more about how I've changed in the way I think, work with others, and prepare myself for life after graduation. One of the most useful parts of this unit for me was the employability tour, which I completed both at the start and at the end of the semester. When I first completed it, the results were quite eye-opening. Although my academic and analytical skills were reasonably strong, I realized I lacked confidence in areas like networking, career direction, and clearly communicating my strengths to employers. At that stage, I had a very passive view of employability. I honestly believe that if my grades were good enough, opportunities would eventually come. When I completed the tour again later in the semester, I could see clear improvements, especially in self awareness and career clarity, but more importantly, my mindset had changed. I began to understand that employability is not something you suddenly gain after graduation. It's something you need to actively build over time. Instead of thinking, I need more experience, I started asking myself more practical questions, such as what skills employers actually value and what I can start doing now to develop them. This helped me become more international and proactive rather than simply waiting for opportunities. Enhancing your business mind feels very different from many of the other units I've taken. Instead of focus on mainly on client content and theory, it places a much greater emphasis on reflection, teamwork, adaptability, and self-development. One of the biggest lessons I took from this unit is that business success isn't just about what you know, it's also about how you think, how you interact with others, and how you respond when things don't go as planned. Through the group activities and the weekly changes in team members, I became more aware of my own communication style and how I respond to different personalities. I realized that being technically compatible isn't enough if you can't collaborate effectively. There were moments when constantly working with new team feels uncomfortable. However, this discomfort helps me see how important flexibility and emotional intelligence are in real workplace settings. I also appreciated that the unit encourages honest reflection, including acknowledging changes instead of pretending everything was perfect. Looking back on my university experience as a whole, I believe choosing international business was the right decision for me. The degree exposed me to global perspectives, cross-cultural thinking, and working with people from very different backgrounds. At the same time, this reflection has made me realize that there were things I could have done better. In my earlier years, I focused heavily on completing assessments and meeting deadlines. While that helped academically, it sometimes means I didn't actively employ career opportunities or industry engagements as much as I could have. Over time, I learned to manage my time better and to balance academic responsibilities with personal and professional development. University taught me that learning doesn't only happen in lectures, it also comes from group conflicts, missed opportunities, and moments of self doubt. Despite the changes, I truly enjoyed my time at university. It helped me become more independent, more resilient, and more confident in facing uncertainty. As I approach graduation, my immediate focus is on building a career related to business, digital content, and international markets. In the short term, my main goal is to gain practical industry experience, whether through entry-level roles, internships, or project-based work. I want to apply what I've learned in a real-world environment and continue development my skills. To prepare for this, I plan to actively improve my professional profile by refining my CV, building an online presence, and strengthening transfer skills such as communication, problem solving, and cross-cultural awareness. Rather than expecting a fixed or linear career path, I now see my career as something that will evolve over time. I am more comfortable with the idea that comes from experience, reflection, and being open to change. If I could speak to myself 5 years from now, I would remind myself of three things. The first is don't don't understand how much effort it took to reach this point. Progress is often slow, and growth isn't always obvious in the moment. A second is stay cautious and adaptable. The business environment will keep changing, and the ability to learn and adjust will always be more valuable than relying on a single skill. And the final one is remember that success isn't only about job titles or incomes. It's about whether you are still learning, growing, and staying true to your values. In conclusion, this reflection has helped me better understand how much I've grown throughout my university journey. Through the employability tool, this unit, and my overall experience at Curtin University, I've developed strong self-awareness, resilience, and a clear direction for the future. Enhancing your business mind played an important role in helping me connect academic learning with personal and professional growth. As I move forward, I plan to carry these lessons with me and continue developing as both a learner and a future professional. Thank you for watching.